ESPN, the Esports Broadcasting Network, bringing you coverage. It's that time, folks. It's that same guy. It's me, Byron Rodney, up here in the booth. Live coverage. NASCOMOnline, Saturday night. K&N cars, ladies and gentlemen. Open setups, ladies and gentlemen. And yours truly, Byron Rodney, bringing it to you all in the booth. Why? Well, hell, because they couldn't afford to find any real talent. Tonight, NASCOMOnline's coming to you tonight from Darlington Raceway. Yes, folks, the Widowmaker 250, 250 miles, 184 laps to decide who can do what with these cars. We've talked about it, open setups, we've talked about it. Can you design the suspension? Can you design the caster and the camber and the steering? Can you make the car handle around this track, which, hello wall. You're going to see a lot of the right sides of these cars get pancaked a lot tonight. It's a tough track. They call it the track too tough to tame. They call it the Lady in Black. They call it the Widowmaker. Qualifying underway right now. You see the guys out working it. Who's got the fast track time? Who can lay it down? Right now, Dalton Kilroe's got your fast time on the lap for qualifying, 27.781. Qualifying underway, folks. ESPN coverage. NASCOM, Saturday night racing. And don't get no better than this. The platform is iRacing, the league is NASCOM. And yours truly, Byron Rodney, with the Esports Broadcasting Network, bringing it all to you. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you all to remove your hats. Stand and let's give some respect to our nation's flag. Our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. And also today, there was a tragedy happened in Belgium at the track we call Spa. You've seen us on iRacing, race it in the 24 hours. Formula One's racing there tomorrow. Well, Formula 2 race happened today. And today, for the first time in a long time in motorsports, I want to have a moment of silence for Antoine Hubler. He lost his life in a nasty accident today. They called the race. They ended it. And let's all have a moment of silence for Antoine Huber. Our hearts and minds go out to the family of Antoine. He was 23 years old. Lost his life on the track at Spa today in a nasty accident. And the iRacing community mourns for him, as well as the actual racing community. Qualifying still underway. Taking a look at our qualifiers. Brian McRae jumping up to the top of the leaderboard with a time of 27.607 laid out there. Mark Arthur, I got to wait and see what kind of paint scheme he brought to the race tonight. Mark Arthur usually runs the Hello Kitty My Little Pony entry, and we have a lot of fun with Mark on that one. Dalton Kilrow with your third qualifying spot, 27.781. Blake Decker holding it down the fourth. Adam Jocelyn rounding up the top five. Sixth going to Ty Marasco, Doug Thompson, and of the cars that took time, Patrick Cowgill. Patrick Cowgill in the eighth spot. Everyone else is elected not to lay down a time. Gonna just go off their practice times and gonna grid, maybe come from the back. This track is definitely a tricky track, folks. This track is not called the Lady in Black for no reason, or the track too tough to tame. You have to take a different line around this track. You have to take a different way to figure this thing out. It's not your traditional go in low in the corner or around the apex of the corner low and come out. No, you're going to see in turn 1 and 2 what they do called diamonding the corner. Entering low, washing up high, coming back out low. That's where the best grip's going to be, and the handling of the car needs to be set up for that. But turns 3 and 4, this track isn't just an oval. This track is what you call how do we put this? More like an oblong oval, because turns 3 and 4, they are a lot wider, and the line around that turn 3 and 4 is going to be you run that way out there by the wall, but when you come off of that turn, that outside wall comes right up at you, and these guys are going to sit right up next to it, because that's going to be the fast way around this track. Cars are taking the grid right now. Let's see how we're going to start this off. Brian McRae, like we said, first. Mark Arthur's going to go off second. Dalton Kilrow in the third spot in the number 41 entry there. Blake Decker is going to start fourth. Adam Jocelyn and Ty Marasco rounding out your third row there. Doug Thompson, Patrick Cowgill is going to start 8th. Ryan Bauer, Tyler Gary, 9th and 10th. 11th will be Jason Garrett. Russ Charneski in the number 20 entry. Keep an eye on him, folks, because he usually runs himself close up to the front. Tex the Boss Perry, 13th. Adam Chapman, 14th. James Grumpy Bunce going to start 15th. Nick Acqueer going to go off 16th. And rounding out the field shotgun, my good friend and companion in another league that we race, Hoot Baker in the 82. If I'm not mistaken, Hoot's going to have Virginia Tech colors flying tonight on his paint job. A lot of pretty cars out there. It's Throwback week. So we run Throwback paint schemes. A lot of guys doing that. And we're going to get this thing kicked off here very shortly. 184 laps. Stages are going to go down like this. 50 laps be the end, stage 1. 50 laps. Then we're going to end at stage 2, and then it's 84 lap shootout to the end. As the Ford Mustang pace car takes the field in tow, we're going to get this thing get ready to go. Ford Mustang's got the field in tow. They're going to bring it out 2 by 2. And we're going to fire these things off in anger here. Top 5 starting. Patrick Cowgill, Adam Jocelyn up on that front row. Text to Boss Perry, Dalton Kilrow, and Brian McRae. Lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. You're going to see him take that hard left into pit lane. And then Patrick's got control of the field. Or Brian McRae's got control of the field. Sorry. My timing and scoring hadn't kept up with me there. Pace cars in pit road. There they go. Time to mash the loud pedal and see what we got. Brian McRae takes him off, leads him down. He quickly moves up to that outside lane. Watch him go low in there. Wash it out high towards the wall and bring it back low. That's your line right there around turns 1 and 2 complex here at Darlington. The lady in black. We are underway. The Widowmaker 250. First lap coming around. Looks like everyone's going to get through clean. They're starting to single out already. Brian McRae holding down the point. Dalton Kilrow in the 41 Target machine. Mark Arthur sporting a different paint scheme tonight, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get a good look at Mark Arthur's car there. Star Wars. We're going to have to talk to Mark about that one. Blake Decker, Mark falling back to the 4th spot. Adam Jocelyn moving up ahead of him. Adam Jocelyn running a 92 entry. Or 83, 92 of Blake Decker. Moving up. Looks like he's got the setup on the short run to get going here. As we are working lap 3 of 184, Darlington. Track conditions tonight. 86 degrees outside. That track, 90 degrees. As we transition into the dark, it'll cool off and the traction will come in. But you're going to see him. Oh, we just saw the 92 of Blake there. Get a little squirrely coming off of that in that AC Delco entry. This track's going to get hot. It's going to get slick. You're going to see that dark groove get darker as they work this track in with the rubber. Brian McRae is out in front by a bunch with Dalton Kilrow hot on his heels. Just right there, just biding his time, looking for his opportunity. These guys have stepped out a 2-second lead over the rest of the field. Mark Arthur holding down your 3rd spot. Blake Decker looking to the inside of Mark Arthur. Adam Jocelyn got the best seat in the house for that race. Tyler Gary and Ty Marasco sitting there right behind him, rolling back to Doug Thompson, Patrick Talgill, and we got one around. That would be Adam Jocelyn taking a ride. No caution. Track stays green. Let's see if we can catch what happened there with Adam. Comes working around to turn 3 and 4. Heads it off, scrapes the wall in on the entry there. Rolls that corner a little low, and the car just gets loose on him. Rear end comes around, spins it, taps the inside wall. Little bit of left front damage. Caution does not come out. Green flag stays out, and we are still running here at the Lady in Black. They don't call this the Widowmaker for nothing. Adam Jocelyn falling to the rear of the field. Dalton Kilrow stepping it out, 1.5 second lead. We almost didn't have a broadcast tonight, folks. You know, yours truly decided to play with some settings, and yeah, I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do. And I want you to know we're here, and we made it. ESPN Esports Broadcasting Network bringing NASCOM Saturday Night Online, staying clean and green, getting ready to log lap 10 in the books. Dalton Kilrow holding it out on the point. 2-3 second lead. Oh! That's gotta hurt. Let's see if we can catch what happened there. Blake Decker taking a spin in the 92. Let's see if we can see what happened there. He dives down to the inside of the 26 entry. Gets up. Oh, a little loose. 90. Oh. Hard nose into the wall. Smoke flying. Yeah, he's going to be using a fast repair on that one. Caution does not come out again, ladies and gentlemen. iRacing electing not to throw the caution. We stay green. Blake Decker having to take a pit side. Going to have to use that fast repair. Going a lap down. He's got some work to do. Back to the front of the field. Dalton Kilrow. Oh my God, folks. Let's see if we can get a good look at this. Dalton Kilrow just now taking it off into the turn 1-2 complex. That's how far of a lead he's got. That's what 5.5 seconds looks like here at Darlington. Getting around this track in under 30 seconds. Dalton Kilrow doing what we call holding a pretty real. Brian McRae a distant second. But yet he's got a 1.5 seconds on a third place car, Mark Arthur. Your top 10 looking like this. Dalton Kilrow, Brian McRae, and Mark Arthur, your top 3. Patrick Calgill and Doug Thompson rounding out your top 5. Ty Marasco, text to Boss Perry, slowly moving on up. Ryan Bauer holding down the 8th spot. Russ Charneski, I told you, keep an eye on him. He started back in the field. Well, now he's worked his way up to 9th, and Nick Ackler holding down your 10th spot. See if we can get a look at Hoot Baker. I was telling you about him. I raced with him in another league, and let's take a look and see if we can get a good look at his car. I got a high-speed flying drone out there. Let's see if we can take a look at, there he is, folks. The Virginia Tech entry, and I can tell you, that's what it hurts like when you get into the wall. The right side of that car looks a little different than the left side right about now. Hoot having some issues out there. We've already had 3 cars park it tonight. Adam Chapman, he did not get, he's out. Jason Garrett's out. Looks like Blake Decker's put it on the hauler along with Tyler Gary. 13 cars out on the track. Dalton Kilrow still holding down the point. 5.5 second lead. Oh my God, Dalton put in some work for this track today, folks. He has done what we call put the track time in to tweak his setup. That is just outrunning the living daylights out of everyone. Did not get a chance to talk to the drivers just before the race to see how far can we go on a tank full of Go Fast. When they keep their foot mashed on a loud pedal like that, getting around this track, you know, it's using up that fuel. We're going to see how long they can keep it out there. We're working lap 16 of 184. Remember, we're going to have stage come out at 50. I don't think these cars can get 50 laps out of a tank of fuel, but I'll tell you what, this first run, if we don't see a caution, they're going to see where the bottom of that fuel tank is. Taking a look back through the field, your closest battle there. Ty Marasco and Patrick Calgill. Ty Marasco in the 14 entry, trying to track down the 31 of Patrick. Patrick gets a little tight up in the wall. Ty ducks down low. He's got the inside lane, but is that going to be the preferred way? He's going to have to get into the corner and give it the slide job, and he does complete the pass just before the corner entry. I doubt there's going to be a car on this track, folks, that does not have a pancake right side by the end of it. They're going to get what in the racing community we call a Darlington racing stripe. That's where you go up and just, you know, put a new black stripe right down the side of your car by tapping that outside wall. The fast way around here is up by that wall, but it takes, oh my God, folks, let me put it this way. You have totally got to take what you have called cojones, throw them up on the dash for everyone to see. That's your closest battle on the track, except for old Grumpy. Grumpy up into the wall. Look at that throwback paint scheme. He's got the Winston colors on the 22 entry. Normally we see him out there in the Federated Auto Parts, but Darlington Throwback Week. James Grumpy Bunt's been up into the wall a couple of times. Another close battle. Russ Charneski with the boss, Tex Perry, right on his bumper. A very hard track here, folks. We don't call this the Lady in Black for nothing, because the Lady in Black, you're going around here, it's a rhythm track. You hit your marks, you keep your rhythm. Something upsets that, and the lady in black steps out, and you get a Darlington racing stripe on the right side of that car. Keeping it green, lap 20 of 184. Dalton Kilroe, 5 seconds, already starting to work lap traffic. Hoot Baker going down a lap. Dalton Kilroe getting by him. The next up on the hit list for Dalton right there. As you see him go around the 13 entry of Doug Thompson. Doug looks like he's seen the outside wall a little bit. I heard someone else tap a wall just then. Next up on the hit list, right in front of Dalton, it'll be James Grumpy Bunce. Folks, we don't catch a caution. We're going to see, I got a feeling, oh, Grumpy up to that wall again. Losing it, straightening around, leader goes around him. Next up, Nick Ackweir. Caution's out on the track. Looked like Patrick Cowgill brought it out. Let's see if we can catch what happened. Oh, yeah. Rolling around. See if we can catch a look of it. Comes off the corner. Takes the 31 entry down the back straight. Heads it off to turn 3 and 4. Takes it down too low, I believe. Washes it up. Did he have a little help from the 21? Yep, got a little bit of help. Oh, up, down, and around. Caution out. Wholesale pit stops are going to be going on because, you know, this track kind of tears up tires. Ford Mustang pace car picking up the field. And let's see what's going to happen with the pit stops here. How many guys are going to be diving it down? Looks like everyone's going to be coming in. See if we can get a shot of pit lane entrance there. I hear them coming. I hear them coming. Here they come. Oh, we got a... Well, lap cars have to stay out. They can't pit till the next time around. Dalton Kilroe leads the charge down pit road. Pit stops, wholesale pit stops underway. It's all about who can get on and who can get off. You got to hit your marks right here in iRacing. You get 4 fresh Dr. Feelgoods in all 4 corners of the car, a full tank of Go Fast. 23 laps he ran under green. He ran half of that first stage. See who's going to be able to win that race off of pit road. Easily first on, first off, Dalton Kilroe. Followed out by Brian McRae, Mark Arthur, or Ty Marasco. Have to wait for timing and scoring to cycle around, catch up with us. Till then, take a little break for the cause. Back here in NASCOM Saturday night, Dalton Kilroe just stinking up the show. Brian McRae holding down that second spot. Ty Marasco managing to get out. James Grumpy Bunce out there. Don't know why it's showing him up there. He needs to be further back there. He's been up in that wall a few times. I wonder how many of these guys burned what we call a fast repair. We got something in iRacing called fast repair. Talked about it before. You go into the pits, you got damage. They got to work on it. It takes time. But you have one ace in the hole. Call it a fast repair. If you elect to use it and you got a lot of damage, you get into your pit, snap your fingers, damage fixed. Then they change your tires, put the fuel in, and send you on your way. But you only got one. Got to use it wisely. Halfway through the first stage on this race, the Widowmaker 250, Darlington Raceway, the lady in black, the track too tough to tame. Or so they say. Looks like Dalton Kilroe's been taming the hell out of it. Lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Look for it to take that hard left into pit lane, and then Dalton's got control of the field, electing to take the outside lane on the restart. He gets to decide when to mash the loud pedal and go. Working our first caution of the night. Mustang takes the left into the pit road. Dalton Kilroe's got control of the field. Decides to mash the loud pedal. He hits it. He says, boys, I'm out of here. Catch me if you can. And honest to God, ladies and gentlemen, that is a catch me if you can kind of moment. Dalton taking him around the track here at Darlington. Brian McRae right up there behind him. We got some racing going on. Ty Marasco and Russ Charneski throwing some haymakers. Ryan Bauer right behind him. Tex the Boss Perry in sixth. Ty Marasco looking to make that move down low. Looking to the inside of Russ Charneski, but Russ being able to close the door on him. Now, instead of thinking of passing Russ, he's got to start thinking about defending that position from the 21 of Ryan Bauer. Oh, as we see someone getting it all wrong behind him. That's the number 12-inch Star Wars entry of Mark Arthur. The caution does not come out. Let's see if we can catch a look at what happened there. Mark Arthur's already got some damage from an earlier incident by the looks of it. You can see how the fender's folded up over that left front tire. Takes it off into the corner on the inside of Adam Jocelyn trying to make the turn. Then just gets loose. Rear end comes around, locks him up, nose hard into the inside wall. Green flag stays out, caution free. That's going to hurt his track position. Rolls it back out on the track, not electing to bring it into pit road. Going to wait for the next caution to fix that damage at the end of stage, maybe. Dalton Kilroe still legging it out. 0.8 second lead on the rest of the field. Now, we've said that this league here in NASCOM, they run what's called an open setup. That means you have control of everything and the adjustments on the car. And when you come in from pit stops, you can make adjustments. You can change the track bar. You can change the tire pressure. You can change ride height. You have control, the same changes that they have on these cars in a normal race. And I'll guarantee you everyone made some wholesale changes to try to tighten up their racing. Checking timing and scoring right now. Field getting strung out a little bit. Closest battle I got on there, it looks like Tex the Boss Perry, Adam Jocelyn, and Patrick Calgill. These three guys just going at it, hammer and tong, tong and hammer. A little bit of a conga line forming there, all the way back from, whoa! That was what you call, let's see if we can catch another look at that. That's what you call net code, ladies and gentlemen. Caution doesn't come out, but you saw how the 35, the 12 got up underneath him. And the 35 got turned just a little bit, but he didn't even touch him. That's what we call net code. It is something that's been irritating us in iRacing for a while. You know, they're working on it. They're going to get that model taken care of. But, that's such a heartbreaker when you don't get, there's no contact between the two cars, but in the physics model, it felt like there was contact. Adam Jocelyn and Ryan Bauer slugging it out. Tightest race on the track right at the moment. Tex the Boss Perry, there's a 3-car conga line that was working a little earlier. It was a 4-car until net coated. Going back to the front of the field, Dalton Kilrow just skunking him tonight. He's got the car to beat. It's his to lose. But, you know, we talked about how a race car driver has to be physically fit to be able to do this. Well, don't forget, you got to be mentally fit as well. And if you have a mental, well, let's call it what it is, brain fart. You don't hit your marks, you slap the wall, you damage your car. You got to keep it clean and green. 14 laps to the end of the stage at lap 50, working lap 37 of 184. Darlington Raceway, the lady in black. The track too tough to tame. NASCOM Saturday night, Darlington Raceway, the Widowmaker 250, 250 miles of K&N racing. Chevrolet chassis, Chevrolet power plant. But are you thinking they're equal? Nah. These guys have got different setups in these cars, and they're tweaking on them every time they hit the pits. Russ Jarneski, that was my ESPN driver to watch if you didn't catch that earlier in the broadcast. I said keep an eye on him. The cream usually rises to the top, and Russ has been running some really good races, holding down that second spot. Ty Marasco hot on his heels for third. Texas Boss Perry holding down fourth, and rounding out your top five, Patrick Cowgill. Looked like the boss, Tex Perry, decided to take a ride around that outside wall. Let's see if we can catch that. Well, unfortunately, I can't. 7-second lead for Dalton, just setting him up and knocking him down. I'd keep the camera focused there, folks. We can watch the race leader go around, but I don't think that'd be too much fun. Looking through my timing and scoring, tightest battle I got is Tex Perry and Ty Marasco. Ty working up to the rear bumper of Tex, trying to get around him. This is one difficult track to pass. You have to time your corner entry just right here. You have to time your move, because if you take it too low in the corner, you're going to lose speed when the car tightens up. You take it too deep in the corner, you're going to slap that outside wall. The lady in black's going to step out and bite you. There goes the time to pass. Ty takes it around, slides it right across the front. Perfect executed pass. Moved Ty Marasco up to the third spot, as Patrick Cowgill now works on the back bumper of Tex Perry. Tex in a little bit of a sandwich here. Don't know whether to race the car in front of him or defend the car behind him. Everyone here pretty much has earned their Darlington racing stripe, except for your leader, Dalton Kilrow. "18 laps on the tires since the pit stop." Dalton just working. See how close he gets to that outside wall. The 41 target machine there just doing its thing. I want to take a look at what it takes to get around this track. Let's take a ride. With Dalton Kilrow. As we bring it to the flag stand, let's take a lap around here. 30 seconds to go around the lap. Heading for turn 1 and 2. Takes it down low, washes it up high to that outside wall. Now watch him go down towards the bottom on the exit. That's the perfect line to take around turn 1 and 2. Gets out to that outside wall and hugs it. Now watch him ride the outside all the way around. Takes her in, washes it up, scrubs that speed off, hammer down, straightens it out, and takes her right back around to the start-finish line. You just ran one lap around the lady in black, folks. 6-second lead for our leader. Looking through my timing and scoring, Ryan Bauer just rolling on the rear of Tex the Boss Perry. Tex defending that position after Ty Marasco got around him. Ty's starting to make up ground on Russ Charneski. 2.2 second deficit back to Russ. Oh, Tex gets it all wrong. Oh, and another one. Let's see if we can catch that one. Green flag stays out on the track. Oh, iRacing being stingy with the caution flag. Keep your eyes on Tex. Just scrubs that outside wall, comes down. Ryan gets down into the inside of him. And, oh, the 31 just had nowhere to go. Patrick Cowgill plowing into the side of Tex. Green flag stays out. Oh, no, caution comes out finally. Don't think they're going to call this stage, though. Ford Mustang pace car is going to come up and pick up the field. Attrition starting to take effect here. The lady in black has walked out in front of some drivers tonight. Other drivers have severely got that Darlington racing stripe. Some cars electing to go pit side. Some cars keeping it out because they know it's not the end of the stage yet. Ty Marasco, Tex Perry taking a pit side. I can imagine Tex just might be using his fast repair. Tex pitting from the 6th spot. Let's keep an eye on Tex's car and see if all of a sudden it miraculously heals itself. And you'll be able to tell, did he use the fast repair now? Or does he wait a little longer in the run? See if we can get a better angle on Tex there. No, electing not to use that fast repair. Spending the time, getting the car, letting the beating the dents and dings out, saving that fast repair for later in the race, where it'll pay dividends to have a straight car here at Darlington. Going back up to your leader on the back of the Mustang pace car, Dalton Kilroe. Just, oh my gosh. Showing he's got the machine to beat tonight. Now, they're going to award the end of lap 50. This is the end of lap 48. When they cross the start-finish line right here. There you go. The end of lap 50 is where we award stage points. These guys staying out, getting the stage points, you know, every point counts in a long racing season. But he's out there on 25 lap. Your top three have been out there on 25 lap old tires. The rest of the field is coming in pit. They said, you know what? The heck with it. Ty Marasco pitted, and he's on four. You know, he's out there in fourth. He's going to get fourth place stage points at the end of that. And he's got fresh tires. Top three, 25 laps old. Folks, I see another car. Looks like he might have decided to park it tonight. Joining me up in the booth, the number 82 Virginia Tech entry, a Hoot Baker. Hoot, how's the racetrack treating you?
Oh, actually, not bad at all. But, you know, just a race tonight. I'm not familiar with the open sets, and I don't want to mess these guys' points up and all that. So just kind of visiting and doing some laps, getting these guys comfortable around me and not trying to screw up anybody's race. So, hey, we turned about 50 laps and figured we'd come up here and set for a bit.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to have you up here, man. It makes time fly by, but the race is flying by. Working lap 49 at 184. We're going to hand stage points out. Yep, lights were out on the pace car. Caution now extended. So we're going to get one more so we can hand out the stage points. Your top 10 are going to look like this. Dalton Kilroe is going to get first place stage points. Russ Charneski second. Ryan Bauer third. Ty Marasco and Patrick Cowgill rounding out your top 5. Tex the Boss Perry electing not to take that fast repair after bringing out that caution. 6th place points. Mark Arthur, Nick Ackweir, Brian McRae, and Adam Jocelyn rounding out your top 10. But your top 3 have not pitted. Everyone else has got fresh 4 Dr. Feelgoods on all 4 corners and a full tank of Go Fast in it. Hoot, how was the lady in black treating you, man? I saw you. We were watching you highlighting that Virginia Tech paint job, and looked like she stepped out in front of you and you got the wall.
Oh yeah, there's a few times, and this thing is just slick. It's just slick, and even with open setups, it's just, it's the lady in black, and it's, it just is what it is. And a few people spun around. I did not lose control of the car, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we've been talking about open setups. You have control over all the aspects that an actual team has control over an actual car during an actual race. Dalton Kilroe's got the setup in the car just skunking the hell out of everyone. Every green flag run, we've seen him step it out 6-7 second lead. The racing's been a little bit further back. The track temperature's coming down a little bit. The air temperature's coming down a little bit. 87 degrees out on the track right now. We're seeing the groove rubber in. They're starting to line up side by side, but these top 3 not taking tires. Is there going to be a tire spin issue on this restart?
Well, I think a lot of these guys just are counting on, we've seen just a few self-spins that didn't bring out any cautions, as we were going around, and some people were yelling, where's the caution? Well, if you're spinning below that line, it's just, if you're not up in the track, it's not going to cause it. So I think a lot of these guys just, depending on, there's going to be another caution going on, and they're just thinking about position right now.
Yeah, I've noticed that. There was one caution brought out by Netcode. That was a heartbreaker. But, yeah, iRacing being real stingy throwing a caution flag tonight. Guys spinning it down to that inside wall and then back up on the track, but nothing takes them. As the pace car takes a hard left down into the pit lane, and we are back underway here at the Widowmaker 250. Dalton Kilroe mashes the loud pedal, says, boys, catch me if you can. That's been the case all night. Back under green. Dalton Kilroe stepping it out. Looking there back in the 6th and 5th spot. Nick Acqueer whirling up on the rear of Boss Tex Perry. Russ Charneski, our ESPN driver of the night to watch, our driver to watch tonight. Holding down that.
Like Dalton got a little wall there.
Yeah, everyone's got a Darlington racing stripe on their cars. Oh, Russ Charneski dropping back out. He must have tapped that pretty hard. Let's see if we can go back and catch that again. Watching the replay, Russ Charneski takes it off in the turn 1-2 complex. Brings her around the corner. Just brought it low and decided to let everyone go by. Said discretion going to be the better part of valor. I'm going to let you go by and save my car and run a little later. Looking back up to the front, Ty Marasco already out to a 7/10 of a second lead.
Yeah, he's definitely moving on around, but, Dalton's just not giving up on it, he gave up a little bit, he tapped a little bit, but, just got to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, well, Dalton Kilroe's out there on 30-lap old tires. Ryan Bauer, 30-lap old tires. Our driver to watch, Russ Charneski, he backed off 30-lap old tires. Everyone else is on 6-lap tires.
The only other one I'm seeing is Russ down there, and I think he's in P7, and he's also out on 31.
Yeah, talk to me about tires, Hoot. How was the tire wear affecting the car out on the track?
They're actually pretty bad when you come out. You just have to readjust yourself every time you go in the pits. It's like starting over again, and then they seem to start coming in about P6, lap 6 or whatever, and then they just seem to just get a little more punky, a little more slidey, and it kind of goes downhill from there.
Our leader, Ty Marasco, overdriving into the corner a little bit, and he just got himself a Darlington racing stripe in the first order. That lets Dalton Kilroe back up in there. Mark Arthur, who we seen have a heartbreak earlier, rolling that second spot, taking the lead away from Dalton Kilroe on those old tires. Dalton Kilroe, he's now got his Darlington racing stripe.
Yep, and that was an awesome move by Mark, and I think that really screwed Dalton up a little bit and messed his head up a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about physical training for real drivers, but they also have to do mental training, and iRacing is all about mental training as well. As you, at a rhythm track like this, if you miss your marks, you're in a world of hurt.
Oh yeah, once you tap that wall once or twice, especially this coming out of 3, I think it's coming out of 2, is a bad turn tonight, and it really messes you up mentally. Yeah,
you know the story about why turn 3 and 4 is a lot wider than 1 and 2, right?
That I do not know.
Well, the owner of the property they built the track on had a fishing pond he did not want plowed over and paved over, so that's why the bottom end of the track's a lot wider than the top end. Checking out your leader, Mark Arthur, stepping it out there. 2-second lead on the field already. Taking a look at Mark's car, looks like he has elected to use that fast repair. Did he use it too early? And he goes up and sparks fly off of there. Darlington Racing stripe for the number 12.
Yeah, and I'm still back there watching Dalton a little bit. He's down into P5 now, and he just tapped the wall again. So those tires he's out on 36 now, so they're starting to, sometimes you make those decisions, and this is what you get.
Well, like I was telling everyone earlier, coming on to the broadcast, I had a bit of a technical issue. I almost didn't make the broadcast tonight, but I got it straightened out. We got on air on time, but I did not get a chance to ask you a pertinent question. Maybe you can answer. What's a fuel run here look like?
I did not. I would tell you what, during practice, I was so concerned about trying to find my line around there. I don't think I got a full run in.
Well, let's take a look at the leader, Mark Arthur. If you take a look, the line to run around here as he crosses the start-finish line, takes it low. Entry into turn 1, washes out towards the wall on the apex, brings it down low on exit of turn 2, back out to the wall, diamonds that corner. There's the line you want to run in turn 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4, a little different. You bring it in mid-track, let it ride all the way to the outside of the wall through the apex, and just as soon as you straighten out, hammer down back to the start-finish line. There's a lap around Darlington, folks. 28 seconds.
Yeah, and Mark and Ty and Tex are hitting that pretty much a sweet spot. They're about 14 on those tires. So they're running pretty good right now, and that's when you can really move the car around. It feels good. But about 20 is probably about when you start having to readjust again. Yeah,
taking a look at our fourth place running car, Dalton Kilrow, who was leading out there an awful lot. Dalton started third, currently running fourth. 38 laps on those tires, and that tank will go fast. Gotta wonder, how long can he hang it out there?
Yeah, that's going to be the one to watch, because obviously since we're further through the first stage, unless there's a wreck or something, he's going to have to do that green pit, and that's going to where we're going to find out, what that tank's got in it.
Yeah, he's looking for a caution right now in the worst order. Russ Tarneski holding down P7 in the number 20 entry. He's looking for a caution. 39 laps on those tires. Those are the two cars that have stayed out. We had 3 stay out, but one's coming pit since. As Russ Charneski has said, 39 laps is enough. I can't do it no more. Brings her in pit side under green flag.
Yep, copy that. Sounds about right. I'm going to keep my eye on back here on Dalton. See if he's going. There he goes. Now he's going. And obviously he's going to have to take some optional repairs or a fast repair.
Yeah, got himself a good Darlington race stripe. Brings it down in, decides to kill the cone. Orange cone lives matter, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Brings it in pit side. So it looks like to me 40 laps is going to be the edge of our fuel window. Being as how that third stage, the last and final stage, is 84 laps. All right, we bring it out at lap 100. The caution will fly for the end of stage 2. You're going to have 4 or 5 laps. Boy, that's going to make, a 2-stop or 1-stop run to the end very hard. Think they can do it, the lady in black?
No, that I don't know. I don't, the more it goes on, the more tested people get. But right now, you've only got, 5 drivers on lead lap. Dalton actually went down a lap there, but it was a calculated move on his part because, there's a few drivers still behind him, and he's back out. Not many fast repairs, or not many optionals.
Yep. Last car in the lead lap would be the number 55 entry, Nick Acquier. Showing good. I haven't seen him running in the league before. Don't know if he's old, don't know if he's new, but you know what? Putting on a good showing, holding down that 5th spot. Brian McRae in 4th. Tex the Boss Perry holding down your 3rd spot. Ty Marasco 2nd. Mark Arthur in the Star Wars entry tonight. Rolling on the point, 4.1 seconds ahead of the rest of the field.
Yeah, Mark's putting on a clinic right now. That's just what you call it. It's a clinic. Follow me, see what I'm doing, and see if you can keep up.
Yeah, Dalton Kilrow, normal pit stop, 14.3 seconds. Back out on the track. It's going to be interesting. He came back out on the track in the 10th spot, 2 laps down. Going to be interesting to see how much real estate he can make up on everyone with 20-lap old tires.
Yeah. Yeah, and right now everybody's out on the same tires, and even the guys that are lap down are out on 2120, so there's a caution.
Yeah, Dalton getting around Adam Jocelyn, who's the sixth place machine, so the next up on Dalton's hit list would be Nick Ackwinger. But he's got a lot of space to make up. He's got about 9 seconds of track position to make up to catch the fifth place machine in Nick.
Yep, and right now, Ty's running down Mark Arthur.
Ty Marasco, I'm showing 5.5 second difference between him and Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur getting held up a little bit by Ryan Bauer in a 21 machine. And talking to Mark Arthur, look at this, Dalton Kilroe going around, getting 1 lap back the hard way.
Yeah, I got to think at this point that Mark is just, thinking, we're all out on the same laps and all that, and I'm just not going to fight. It's not worth the wreck, and we still got a long way to go.
Yeah, Dalton Kilroe getting a lap back the hard way, so now he's 1 lap down to the leaders. So if you go down 2 laps, hitting a green flag stop, which I think everyone's going to have to do before the end of the stage, with the exception of Dalton Kilroe. Dalton Kilroe just might have put himself in a position to, if he just stays out there on the track period, he's going to get the stage.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that might have worked out well for him just being where he's at. Right now I'm showing your lucky dog is going to be, at this point, Adam Jocelyn, number 5. Or is it number 5? No, I'm sorry. Number 83.
83 entry, Adam Jocelyn. Yep. First car lap down. But, like we said, he's got to come in. Everyone in front of Dalton Kilroe is going to have to make another stop, or going to have to make a pit stop. Dalton Kilroe just setting him up, knocking him down. Dalton getting around the number 21 machine, Ryan Bauer. 2 more seconds behind Patrick Calgill in the 31 machine. Man, that 41 has just it's got to set up to beat tonight, Hoot. I don't know what the hell he did with that car, but damn.
Oh, he's got it moving.
Everyone is putting down 29-second lap, 30-second laps. Dalton's knocking him down at 28.5.
Yeah, he's got to get around a few more, and I'm not sure how far they are ahead of him to get that lucky dog, and he'd be in a perfect position if he got back there and got that.
Move him up to P8, getting around Patrick Calgill. Doug Thompson next up on the hit list, but he's got 21 seconds to catch him. You see the number 22 entry of James Grumpy Bunce. Dalton looking for a way to get around him. Dalton being real patient, being conservative, keeping that car straight. Gets around him on the outside, and not the line he wanted to take, but oh my God, going back to the front of the pack, Ty Marasco, number 14 entry, 10-second lead on your second place, number 35 entry of Brian McRae. Tex the Boss Perry electing to bring it pit side, splitting the laps on the stage, coming in on lap 75. Little bit of strategy happening there, Hoot.
Yeah, like you said, we're only about, halfway to the next stage. So, there's a lot of people out on a lot of tires here, and people laps down. The tires are getting real spread out right now. And there goes Brian calling it. He's coming in, P2 position.
Mark Arthur made a pit stop. He's the first car, 1 lap down in a lucky dog position. Am I reading this right? He's only got one yeah. He's got 1 lap on those tires. He must have brought it pit side just recently.
Yeah, we weren't watching. Maybe he tapped on something.
Third place, Brian McRae brings it into the pits. Looks like we got green flag pit stops happening, and everyone electing to split the difference on the stage, working lap 77 and 184. Remember, lap 100, at the conclusion of that, yellow will fly, stage will end.
Yep, and right now you got a lot of these guys that are putting in, they're a lap down, so they're making a calculated guess, and that may put them another lap down. But then again, these cars are out on 31, 30 tire on the tires. So,
Well, move Dalton Kilrow up to the 5th position. He's 12 seconds back from Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur's in the lucky dog position. Mark Arthur 3 laps on his tires. Dalton Kilrow 12 on his. Your top 3, Ty Marasco, Nick Acquier, and Adam Jocelyn, still out on the track. Ty with a 17-second lead on the field. Got to be wondering, when do you think Ty's going to bring that thing in? Is he going to try and stretch it?
Yeah, because I'm looking back right now, and your P4 position is Mark Arthur. Now he's out on 5, so out of that whole bunch of, he's a lap down, but everybody's coming, so
yeah,
he's going to maintain his position. He's going to get it back.
Yeah, the 3 in front of him have to pit, by my calculations. If 40 laps is the most they're getting on a tank of Go Fast, they're going to have to pit, as we got 20 to go to the stage.
Yeah, well, obviously we know Mark's staying out, and one thing he's wanting right now is no caution.
Yeah. Caution would be the bad thing for the Star Wars entry, the number 12, Mark Arthur.
Well, it's probably going to be pretty much a bad thing for everybody P4 and below. Other than Doug Thompson, he's running P7, and he's still out on 32, so he's up with the leaders, but he's, he's... Oh, what's going on? Record back straight.
Yep, I'm seeing it. Let's see if I can see who's... That looks like James Grumpy Bunce. Let me go back and take a look at this on replay. No, it wasn't Grumpy. Brian McRae, a 35 entry. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Brings it around the complex, turn 3 and 4, comes out of it. No, it was turn 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, he brought it inside of Grumpy, brushed the inside of him, and just nosed it in the wall. But caution does not fly. iRacing being stingy with the caution flags tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking back on that at my end, and I'm just seeing where they were. Nobody was spinning and came up on the track, so Grumpy just got the bad part of that one.
Nah, actually, that was Grumpy got away from it. The other one nosed into the inside wall. Ty Marasco's got 21 seconds on the field. Now, he's got 17 laps to go. Do you remember that race where Carl Edwards decided to do like half speed on the track or minimum speed to save fuel because he had such a lead?
Oh yeah, and that's any driver that's running here obviously has either sim racing apps or something. So you're watching your fuel, you're watching your tires, and sometimes if you got a half lap, 3/4 lap on somebody, hey, roll it back down about 3/4, half throttle, whatever. You can afford to do that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have all those nice little tools that you've got. I race in VR, and it's kind of hard to set that up. Yep, here comes our leader, Ty Marasco, bringing her pit side right now. 36 laps on that run. That's going to knock him back down. The time he spends on pit lane, boy, that equals real estate on the track. When these cars are getting around in here, from the time you enter the pits to the time you get to the exit of the pit, including your pit stop, you're looking at about 50 seconds. So 50 seconds, you're going a lap and a half, almost 2 laps down on this track.
Yeah, and again, like we predicted, your main beneficiary here is probably going to be Mark Arthur.
Yep, Mark Arthur goes right back up to the point. Put him on the point of the race. New leader, Mark Arthur, in the number 12 Star Wars entry. But Ty Marasco, who's shown in P2, he's in the pits. There's a car out on the track that's 16 seconds back from Mark Arthur, and that's Dalton Kilrow. He's got older tires. Looking at the timing, yeah, Mark Arthur's turning faster laps than Dalton. Dalton had the strategy when he stayed out wasn't the smartest, but he finds himself in P2.
Yep, and it's not really gonna make that much because we got that stage coming up. So right now Mark Arthur out on 13, P2 is out on 9 tires older. So right now it's kind of working for Mark, but we're gonna bunch up again here once this next stage comes out.
Yep, and Dalton decides to earn himself another little bit of a Darlington racing stripe as the lady in black stepped out in front of his a little bit. The Widowmaker, the track too tough to tame, the lady in black, Darlington Raceway. It's a staple in NASCAR racing. It's a track that's like no other. What's it like going around here?
It's just rough because you can see there's a whole lot of track there, but you see they got that white line up there and where it's all blacked in up there. So you can't use, in the turns, you really can't use 3/4 of this track.
Taking a look on the track, there's really no super close battle other than some lap cars getting in the way. Russ Charneski holding down P5. He's got 3 seconds to make up to Ty Marasco in P4, who's 4 seconds back from the 21 of Ryan Bauer in P3. 20 seconds behind Dalton Kilroe in P2. Or 20 seconds is the gap between Mark Arthur and Dalton Kilroe, and that gap is just growing. Caution coming out. Looks like Adam Jocelyn brought it out. Let's see what we can see here. Adam Jocelyn, no, we had a car in front of Adam, just got up into the wall, earned a Darlington racing stripe. Adam tried to back out of the throttle just a little too much, and round and round and round she goes, but he spun up onto the track. Caution flies. Who's the benefactor? And who's hating the fact that a caution came out?
Right now, probably Mark's hating the fact that it came out because they're all going to go. At this point, I don't see anybody that's not going to go.
I got one for you to focus in on.
Maybe Nick Aguilar might stay out.
Now, I want you to focus on the number 14 entry of Ty Marasco. Look at how many laps he's got on his tires. Adam Jocelyn spun, but he didn't hit anything. He's only got 5 laps on the tires. Nick was 6. Doug Thompson was 6. But they're laps down. Ty Marasco's on the lead lap with 5-lap-old tires.
Yep. And you know what? Now's when you're going to start to see the strategy come in.
Well, no.
It's a caution. There's we got 4 to go to green.
I thought Ty would keep it out there. Ty's elected to bring it in pit side.
And we're probably going to go green again with 5 till the stage. So, man, what do you do right here? What are you thinking? That's the deal.
Decisions. Cars that get the wave around back on the lead lap. Looks like Russ Charneski stayed out there with 26 laps on his tires. He's going to go around from the 5th position. Tex the Boss Perry, he's out there. He's going to go around. Adam Jocelyn, he'd already pitted. Nick Aguilar had pitted. So, yeah. You know what? We talk strategy all the time, man, but the great equalizers, man, that caution flag.
I'm a little surprised that Mark went. Really am.
Russ Charneski staying out in the number 20 entry. No, Russ Charneski bringing it in pit side now. Now's when you got to start thinking, man. We're at 91 laps. It's a 184-lap race, so we're right at halfway mark here, Hoot. You're starting to think strategy at this point.
Yeah, and I'm sure Byron's told you guys, in this race you get one fast repair. That's basically where if your car is so jacked up, you can go in and just get it fully fixed. Everybody gets one of those just to make it interesting. The rest of the time, you're bumping that wall, doing this and that. You get some optional repairs. You can take them all. You can take some of them, depending on how many laps you're going to go down, whether it's a caution or whatever. But if you're if you've already used your fast repair up, 90 laps is a long way to go when you know you don't have that.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing about strategy. When do you use that fast repair, especially at a track like Darlington, where you know you're going to be slapping that outside wall quite a bit?
Yeah, my strategy has been, because of course I'm not the fastest driver in the world, but usually if I'm getting to a point to where I'm 2 or 3 laps down, and I'm about 2/3 during the race, I'm turning it on because I'm going to need it at that point, and we're just going to have to suck the rest of that third of the race up.
Well, I'm taking a look at my timing and scoring as it stands right now, Hood. Mark Arthur, number 12 Star Wars entry, he's going to take the green flag. He's got control of the field. But look who's going to be starting right next to him, Dalton Kilroe. And Dalton's shown us he's got the car to beat.
Yep, and depending on what they do, I'm not sure whether these, everybody in that top 5 is out on three on the tires now, other than Russ. Everybody else is a lap down with 18, or about 10 on this tire. So they're obviously coming in when we hit this stage. So it'll be interesting to see if those top four, top five come in.
Well, lights are out on the Mustang pace car. Fields forming up 2 by 2, coming around them. Mark Arthur electing to take the start from the bottom lane. Don't know if that's a wise decision, because every restart that I watched that Dalton Kilroe had the lead of the race, Dalton preferred the outside line on a restart anyway. Mark may be missing that fact. If I was Mark, I would have took that outside lane away from him.
Well, we're about to find out. Maybe he'll get a jump and pop right up in top of him. But I think right now Mark is just still strategizing, and he's like, you know what? All these guys want to go. I'm going to let them go, and I'll just weed my way back up.
Well, Mustang takes a hard left into pit lane. Mark Arthur's got control of the field. And all of a sudden, he hits the loud pedal, says, boys, catch me if you can. I'm out of here. Dalton Kilroe hanging with him on the outside there. Mark moving up on the outside, taking Dalton's lane away from him. 1, 2, 3. Mark Arthur, Dalton Kilroe, Ty Marasco.
Yep, Mark obviously wants this stage. So it looks like he's probably going to get it.
Yeah, but Dalton Kilroe, man, working the back bumper, just waiting for his opportunity. Not really forcing the point. Dalton, I notice, is a racer that will get right up on you, stay on you, let you make the mistake so he can get around you. And from personal experience, when I drive iRacing and I get someone on my tail that I know is good, I'm holding them off. I'm paying more attention to my rearview mirror than I am out in front of me. Causes me to overdrive a corner and screw it up.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely up in your head, especially, if you're running up front like this, you don't want to call it blocking, and it's not really blocking if you're in front, right?
Now, right now, Mark Arthur's doing the best he can to make a 6-foot car look 20 feet wide to the car behind him.
Yeah, and at this point, it looks like Dalton and Ty are just content with just letting him run up there and get this stage.
I don't think Dalton's content with that at all. I'm seeing Dalton kind of look a little underneath, kind of. It's hard to pass here at the Lady in Black. It is very hard to get around. We've seen it. Oh, it's Ty Marasco gets loose off the corner, spins it down to the inside wall, tags it with the ass end of the car, keeps it down low. Green flag stays out. Caution does not come out. What a heartbreaker for Ty Marasco.
Yeah, and again, it's that situation where, like I say, you're only using most of this track. You're only using about 1/4 of it, and if you spin down on the inside like that, and you're not a racing factor, you're not going to get that flag.
Yeah, iRacing being stingy with race control, being real stingy with the caution tonight. 3 cautions, one brought out for the stage. Well, didn't come out for the stage, but only. Would you have thought, Hoot, man, only 3 cautions for a Darlington race?
Not at Darlington with the big setup. No, I wouldn't. But that attests to the quality of the drivers. It's everybody's not getting upset. Everybody's if you're losing it, you're losing it, and everybody's staying out of each other's way, not overdriving. It's a good race.
Yeah, Dalton Kilroe all over the back bumper of Mark Arthur, man. Mark Arthur running first, Dalton Kilroe second. Dalton Kilroe second, Mark Arthur first. Mark Arthur is trying to defend Dalton. He's already looking for spots to get around him, timing that pass. We have got 2 laps to go to the end of the stage.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think Dalton could maybe go, but I think he's looking more to just trying to press and hope Mark makes an error. Oh, and Mark scraped the wall a little bit there.
Yep, working lap 100 of
lap traffic.
Lap traffic, and that was the 3rd place machine in Ty Marasco as he gets it loose again coming off of that corner. Caution going to come out right now at the end when they cross the start-finish line, and we're going to hand out Stage 2 award points. Mark Arthur holding a pretty wheel, holding off Dalton Kilroe, who's shown us he's had the car to beat, as the caution getting ready to fly, and there goes the caution, end of Stage 2.
Yep, and not a doubt in my mind that little wall tap that Mark got there was because he saw that lap traffic coming in. There's a lot of stuff going on in your mind. I got a guy behind me. I'm coming up. I'm trying to get this. And, he just wasn't sure what that driver was doing, so maybe he just tapped a little bit out there.
Yep, Stage 2 comes off looking like this. Mark Arthur in your first place, getting first place stage points. Dalton Kilroe coming home in the 2nd spot on that stage. Ryan Bauer, nice third place spot. Russ Charneski, my GSBN driver of the night to watch, bringing in fourth place points. Adam Jocelyn rounding out your top 5. Nick Acqueer, the Boss Perry, Doug Thompson, Ty Marasco. We saw him have some heartbreaks at the end of the stage there. Still gets 9th place stage points, and Brian McRae with 10th.
Yep, and there are a few guys down here that could get a lap back, but they've got so many laps on those tires. Everybody's going this time, no doubt about it.
Yeah, wholesale pit stops be happening, folks. We will be right back.
Growing up as a kid in Oklahoma, where I'm from, the Chili Bowl is the biggest race that we have. The Chili Bowl has kind of been my favorite race of the year. Growing up a dirt racer in Oklahoma, that's kind of the holy grail.
ESPN coverage, NASCOM Saturday night. You know, it just don't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. NASCOM Saturday night, K&N Racing. Lights are out on the pace car. NASCOMOnline is the league. ESPN is the broadcast. iRacing is the platform. And we are getting ready to fire off for the third stage, working lap 105 at 184. We're going to decide the race at the end of this one, folks. Mark Arthur holding down the point from the inside lane. Ryan Bauer outside. Dalton Kilroe starting third. Russ Charneski fourth. And Texas Boss Perry rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, we've definitely had some shuffling in the numbers here. We're going to see what Ryan and Russ got up here.
Lights are on the track. Pace car's off. Mark Arthur got control of the field. He hits the loud pedal, says time to go. I'm out of here. See ya. Off and running like a herd of turtles. We're gone. Mark Arthur stretching that lead out, sticking it out.
In the wall already.
Ryan Bauer, let's see if we can catch a look and see what happened there.
And
From the restart, Ryan Bauer, Mark Arthur takes off. 21 looks like he didn't get a very good start. Dalton Kilrow right on his rear bumper. Russ Charneski to the inside, and 21 just real tight up into the wall. Field ducks low and gets around him.
yeah, unfortunately, Ryan's got the hoop problem here. He's probably getting all nervous being up there, and that didn't work out well.
Nah, not when you look in your rearview mirror and see the 41 of Dalton Kilrow sitting right on your bumper. Closest battle on the track right now. Take a look at Tex Perry and Adam Jocelyn. Tex Perry rolling right on the back, less than 0.2 of a second separating them. Tex being, letting the discretion be the better part of valor, kind of backing off a little bit, letting Adam kind of make the mistake so he can get around.
Yeah, and I'm still on the radio up there, so I can hear there was definitely some talking going on there. So nothing nasty back and forth, but they're just trying to figure out who wants to be where.
Ladies and gentlemen, only one reason I don't carry the radio channel, driver crew channels. You might have your kids watching, and sometimes tempers can fly.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's over in this league, just like the other leagues I drive. We call it flaming, and we don't tolerate in the race, and just let people go at it for one or two comments, and you just tell them take it after the race.
Yep, Ty Marasco grabbing another spot up to the 8th position, getting around Brian McRae. Ryan Bauer, the 21, we saw him up in the wall a little earlier, earning the Darlington Racing stripe, stepping it out there. Going back to the front of the field, 0.7 of a second lead for the number 12 entry on Mark Arthur. Got to be wondering how many wholesale adjustments, not just a pit stop for tires and fuel, but how many damn adjustments are these guys throwing at these cars now that nighttime's come on and the track's changing.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm not an adjustment guy, but some of these guys are, probably pros at it. So Mark probably knows exactly what was going on with his car, and it seems to be working for him because he's not putting distance, and maybe Dalton's just hanging back a little bit, but Mark's kind of putting on a little bit of a clinic right now.
Checking out the conditions on the track, the air temperature outside 85 degrees, track temp at 87. So it's cooling off a bit, and the cooling down of track means a little bit more traction. Car needs to be loosened up. It's going to get tight. So we talked about tight and loose. Well, it's tight was when you turn the steering wheel, car says, nah, I'm going to keep going straight. You turn that steering wheel a little more and say, hey, I want you to turn left. Car says, nah, I'm going to keep going straight. Well, you put more steering wheel in it, that car decides, no, I want to go straight. You're in a left-hand corner turn, folks. If you keep going straight, there's an outside wall going to give you a racing stripe.
Oh, we got Dalton hitting the wall a little bit back there.
Yep, Dalton Kilrow getting another Darlington racing stripe behind, trying to run down Mark Arthur, 0.9 of a second separating the two. Take a look from the blimp. There's Mark Arthur. That red car behind him, that's what 1 second of track space real estate looks like at Darlington Raceway.
And it doesn't take much to get that back. I got to tell you, I'm surprised that Dalton is still at that same distance there after tapping that wall a little bit.
Yeah, Dalton just holding a pretty steering wheel around this track. Mark Arthur still holding down the point. Working lap 114 of 184, only 4 cautions, 2 of which were staged, so not too much of guys stepping on their own junk, as we say in this racing thing.
Absolutely not. And, with that stage and everything, we're back up to 8 drivers on the lead lap.
8 drivers holding down your lead lap. P8, last one on the lead lap be Ty Marasco. He had a heartbreak going up into the wall there, and we saw him lose almost a whole lap and a half. Strategy paid off. He got up there, and there goes Ty. Oh! Ty over up on his lid. That's going to bring out a caution. Or not?
I don't see it.
I don't see the caution yet, but that was Brian McRae and Ty Marasco.
Oh, he's getting up in front of... Wow, that could have been real bad.
Well, that could have been real bad. Let's go back and take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Ty Marasco, I'm going to give you a ride from the cockpit. We're going to call it the vomit cam tonight. Up on his roof.
I'm going to stay right here on the lead in case something happens.
Ty Marasco, you see him get up in the wall there. You heard it. He got into 35, up on his roof, up and over, in the wall and around. locks them down, keeps it going. Man, iRacing being real stingy with those caution flags tonight from race control.
Yeah, I'm not watching. I'm watching on the broadcast now, and I'm assuming once again that's on the front straight. And if you're not in the way on that front straight, iRacing just ain't giving it to you. I don't know why that wasn't a caution.
Now, speaking of the broadcast, being brought to you by iRacing iFlag, go to iRacing iFlag, get your iRacing iFlag. It is a visual aid, lets you know track condition out there. They have a pit box that you can use, engineering, all of those racing apps that you could use. iRacing iFlag, and if you enter promo 2019, you get 15% off. 15% off of your first purchase going to iRacing iFlag. Back up to your leader, Mark Arthur.
Yeah, he's still going, and he's just, Dalton is right there, but Mark's just not letting up, man. He's just still putting a clinic on, and Dalton is just hanging right there. 65 laps to go for this race. One more stop for the pits if it stays under green, which we call the money stop. You got to make it perfect, because all you got to do is take 1 second too long in the pits. Folks, we showed you from the blimp what 1 second looks like on this track. That's a lot of real estate. Yeah, and I think we judged earlier what's our laps here, probably about 40 on the fuel. About
40 on the fuel, so these guys have got to step it out to 144 to make it, and to make 144, they got to put 20 more on. They can do it. 17 laps out there. The only car, Ty Marasco, 28 laps on his tires. It looks like he'll probably have to see 2 stops till the end of the race, but everyone else on the same pit strategy. Taking a look at the Texaco paint job on the boss, Tex Perry, man, that car is looking good. He's kept it straight. Hold it down in your top 5 spot right now. Russ Charneski in front of him, my ESPN driver of the night to watch.
And now Mark's coming up on some lap traffic, and he slows down, taps the wall.
Yep, and that's allowed Dalton Kilroe to catch up to him half a second.
Yep.
Boy, Dalton just closing the gap real fast. Mark Arthur still running his line. Dalton Kilroe being very patient. Dalton looking to go the outside, not working, ducks down to the inside. Is he going to make it stick, and will he get there by the end of that next straightaway?
And that's the second time tonight we've seen Mark just come up on that lap traffic and maybe hesitate a little bit.
Oh, Dalton taps Mark just around. Mark makes the save of the night up into the wall. Dalton gets by him. Green flag stays out. I can't imagine that Mark Arthur's happy camper right now.
No.
Let's take a look at that, folks, in the instant replay. See if we can... Let's take the high-speed drone I got flying behind Mark. Dalton Kilroe gets down to the inside of him. Mark holding that outside line through. He's holding his lane through the turn. Dalton just trying to turn, just washed up into the back corner. Dalton up into the wall. Mark Arthur up into the wall. Dalton Kilroe down low. And
now Dalton hits the wall.
Dalton hits the wall and take a look at who took advantage of that. Adam Jocelyn to the point.
Yep.
First time I think I've seen Adam Jocelyn up in the point of the race.
And I got to tell you, folks, that's just a lot of stuff when it's just mental stuff when cars get in front of you. You're thinking about how to get around them, and you're just not just issues with your car. And yep, that's what happened to Mark. It's happened twice tonight.
Well, Adam Jocelyn, that's the first time he's been to the point of the race. We're at lap 125, and he's just now getting a lap lead, points for a lap lead. But you know what? You can lead the first lap. You can lead the 20th lap. Hoot, what's the most important lap you want to lead at this race?
Well, for me, it's usually the first lap. We got somebody down the wall there. No caution.
No, that looks like it was Nick Acquayer, if I'm not mistaken. Let's back that up and see if we can find him. No, but Nick's been in the pits for a while.
But obviously, to answer your question, is that last lap.
Yep. Last lap's where you want to be. Ty Marasco finally bringing her pit side.
Now Mark's coming back up. He's able to make up a little bit of time now because obviously Dalton had his issues with the wall there too. So Mark's now they're back on about even kill, it seems, and Mark's making some good time on him.
Yeah, you know what? It looks like clean air might be the thing at this track a little bit too, because Adam Jocelyn stepping it out, 1.6 second lead over Dalton Kilrow. And Dalton's had the car to beat. When Dalton got that clean air and got out there, man, he checked out in a big way, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Mark Arthur right on his heels. Russ Charneski, 4th place, and Ryan Bauer running out your top 5.
Yeah, well, we're right now with Mark and Dalton. What you're thinking is, man, we're running clean. I get him run. I'm in the wall, and we've had some problems. And all of a sudden, I'm in the wall. He's in the wall. So it's a lot of mental crap going on right now.
Yeah, Mark Arthur, you got to wonder if he catches up to the back of Dalton Kilrow, who think there might be a little payback getting ready to happen?
I'm thinking not, because, Mark kind of brought that on himself by slowing up and hitting the wall when he was coming up on the lap car that let Dalton get up to him.
Yeah, but Dalton, you know how tempers can go behind the wheel. Dalton's got he's got Mark Arthur right on his tail, and Mark Arthur's got a memory. This is going to be an interesting thing to see. Working lap 129 to 184.
Yeah, they're both out about 5 laps now. Both of them scrubbing the wall, and there's Mark a little bit scrubbing the wall there. But so they're settled back down again now. Oh, what is Dalton doing? Dalton's taking an early pit, or what's he doing there?
Yeah, Dalton Kilrow looking to bring a pit side. Dalton Kilrow obviously thinking, I got 54 laps in the fuel tank. He's bringing it down, short pitting the field. Oh,
yep.
Dominoes are going to start falling. You think anyone else is going to short pit? Dalton looking to get the track position with fresh tires over the fuel economy length of long laps.
Yep, and you got to remember too that both Mark and Dalton have damage, so they're thinking about that. So the guys behind them, I don't think they're going to short bit behind them. So they're just taking a strategy move, get those repairs in. Still a lot of laps left.
Dalton Kilrow obviously banking on the fact that he can do 50 laps of green lap racing on a tank of fuel. Leads over to Adam Jocelyn, 2.7 seconds back to Mark Arthur. Russ Charneski, another 0.7 back. Ryan Bauer, 4.5 seconds back behind that. Rounding out the top 5, another 3.5 back. Tex the Boss Perry.
Yep, and that's a big gamble on Dalton's part because at this point, you have to understand that you're losing position. Yeah, you're getting those repairs back in, and maybe you're hoping a caution comes out or something, but that's a huge gamble on Dalton's part. But, hey, we'll see how it shakes out. Well,
so far, Dalton Kilrow, by my timing and scoring, is showing the first car 1 lap down. If the caution were to fly right now, he's already got his pit stop under his belt and would be the first car with the lucky dog. That would bring him back around to the lead lap while everyone else had to pit.
And I'm not certain, but I think Mark Arthur might be pitting this time.
Taking a look at Mark Arthur here. Still flying it high and wide on the track. 31 laps on that tank of fuel. Wonder how long it's going to be before everyone else comes in. That you had usually when you get one come in on a short pit, that forces everyone else's hands and the dominoes will start falling.
Yeah, and especially in Mark's case, especially there goes Adam. It looks like, and especially on Mark's part because he's got probably as much damage as Dalton did.
Working lap 135, getting to the closing stages of this race. The Darlington Raceway Widowmaker 250. Usually, Darlington Raceway it's the equivalent of taking all the sheet metal on your car and throwing it on a high-speed industrial blender on puree.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that damage would play that much of a part in it, but the way this race is going, every little bit helps, and obviously Dalton is thinking about that, and Mark Arthur, it seems, still hanging out there, I guess.
Well, if you take a track like Martinsville, a short track, or even Richmond, aerodynamics don't play that much into it. But when you got cars out here pushing around this track at 180, almost 200 miles, an hour, aerodynamics have got to work. You want to keep the bodywork as straight as possible.
Oh yeah, it does. You know, it doesn't factor in nowhere near to the point that where the super speedways do. But it's not the same as, like you said, Bristol. You still need to have a little bit in here, and every little bit, yeah, you got to be thinking about it.
Dalton Kilroe, first car lap down in the 7th position. Everybody else in front of him has got a pit. Well, Ryan Bauer's in the pits right now.
Yeah, so at the end of the cycle, Dalton's probably going to be about 4 laps into his tires, but he probably will be, once it cycles through, he'll probably be right back up front.
It'll be interesting to see. We saw him do the same type of strategy before the end of that second stage, and it did not pay off on a stage win for him. He's banking on the fact it's going to pay off on a victory for him tonight.
So Adam's in.
Yep, Adam Jocelyn brings it in. Mark Arthur brings it in right behind him. Russ Charneski in 3rd place coming in behind him. Texas Boss Perry hanging it out there for another lap, along with Doug Thompson.
Yeah, so that's going to put Dalton out probably about 8 laps more on those tires than everybody else.
Yeah, but the way we've seen Dalton drive, I don't think 8 laps are going to make that big of a difference for him. Dalton's still banking on the fact he can get 50 laps out of a tank and go fast.
Yep, and right now, folks, what you're seeing is Dalton knew he had damage, knew everybody was going to have to come, so he early pitted. So he's going to see if he can run it out. He thinks he's got the gas, he's got the repairs, so and to be honest, the way I've seen Mark and Dalton run, I don't think either one of them has taken a crash repair yet.
Sorry about that, Hoot. Nice thing about being up here in the booth is I get to put in for, you know, kind of like room service order. You know, I got cold drinks headed up this way. Speaking of putting in room service order, did you bring the taco truck tonight?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't bring the truck out to anywhere I don't think anybody's going to eat from it. These guys don't know me well enough to hit the taco truck.
Well, lead lap, Tex Perry holding down the point. He just now brings it pit side, 38 laps. Dalton Kilroe, you know what? That just might have paid off, Hoot. He's going to inherit the lead when Tex goes off into the pits. Adam Jocelyn's on the track, 6.5 seconds behind him.
Yep, and we can't see it, but judging by the chat I hear that apparently we had a few people up in the wall there. It might have been a crash there, but we're still green.
Caution not coming out. Dalton Kilroe to the point. Adam Jocelyn's going to assume second. Mark Arthur will take third. And Russ Charneski fourth. And Ryan Bauer is going to grab fifth. There's your money stop. But who? Talk to me, man. Do you think Dalton Kilroe's got the fuel to go the distance?
You know what? This caution, maybe one more. We'll see. You know, if you can, like you were talking about earlier, man, if you can half throttle around here right now, and he's rushing up to the car right now, and you know, if he can half throttle 3/4 round, you know, you don't know.
Well, Adam Jocelyn picking him up and putting him down. He's laying down laps damn near a second quicker than Dalton Kilroe at the moment. Dalton Kilroe's 6-second lead is now shaved down to 4.
At this point, I don't think he's got the gas. I really don't.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But then again, man, the great equalizer, the caution flag could come out, and then we got to rack them, stack them, pack them, and re-rack them.
Yeah, I mean, we're what, 144 with 40 to go, and we estimated we'd get about 40 on that tank. Dalton's out on 14 already.
You know, we're doing a lot of talking about Dalton. You know, something happens and he doesn't win this race, you know who he's going to blame. He's going to blame the broadcaster curse on us.
But again, just looking back, you know, there's some guys back here hanging, and that's going to be Russ and Ryan Bauer, you know.
Yeah, Russ Charneski holding down your 4th place position. the number 20 Bass Pro Shops entry there. That was my ESPN driver of the night to watch, or driver to watch tonight. And yeah, he snuck it up there. Started in the 12th position, currently running 4th. That is a heck of a showing from the outhouse, close to the penthouse. Dalton Kilrow up in the front. And I got to ask you, who, you know, every night I vote for, or I select the ESPN driver of the night. And right now, if Dalton Kilrow keeps it clean and green, is able to hold off Adam Jocelyn, and has enough fuel to make it to the end, I'm going to say that's a strong, I don't know how to say it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a candidate. I mean, with him short pitting, he's been up in the wall a couple times, you know, but he's recovered, and you know, he's doing what he needs to do, and you know, he's leading it going in. We're going to see how that pit strategy pays off.
I got something else to throw at you, Noodle, here. Unlimited tries at what we call green, white, checkered. NASCAR overtime with a green, white, checkered. Unlimited times, unlimited tries at a green, white, checkered.
Oh, is that what they said in here tonight? Unlimited?
Oh, yeah. Tech sets them at the max. So, man, if we go green and we don't get that white flag before the caution comes out, we try again, and we can do that as many times as we want. Well, actually, I think iRacing only gives us 15 times.
Okay, so now we got Dalton come up on some lap traffic, and let's see if he doesn't have a brain fart like a lot of these guys have been having when they've been running up there, getting up on this lap traffic.
Yeah, well, I want you to take a look at our second position running out, number 83 entry of Adam Jocelyn, right up to the rear bumper of Dalton Kilrow with 8 lap pressure tires, folks, 8 laps less than the Go Fast, or in the Go Fast tank. Adam looking strong, getting ready to make a run on Dalton. Just needs to pick his spot. It's so hard to pass here at Darlington.
Yeah, and again, a couple times we've seen some drivers up there in the front when they get pressured and coming up on lap traffic, just making some mental errors. So we'll see how Dalton handles this.
Yeah, Mark Arthur, distant third place. Not a challenge, but we got a race for the lead here, folks. 41 out in front, 83 right behind him, 83 right behind him, 40 out in the front. Oh, yeah, here we go. Adam looking for the inside move, going into turn 1 and 2.
Yep, Dalton's going to let him have it.
Dalton thinking discretion a better part of valor here. Well, that wasn't turn 1 and 2. That was turn 3 and 4 that the pass was made on. New leader for the second time, Adam Jocelyn. I think Adam made some good adjustments on his car. That car seems to come to him. And Dalton, who had the car to beat earlier in the race, just seems to not be able to hold the same pace that he was holding earlier.
Yeah, well, those tires are starting to come in because he's 8 down, and he's also, you know, the 2 behind him, Mark Arthur and Russ, they're back a little bit, but, you know, those tires are starting to come in a little bit. And that's why you saw him falling back like that.
Yeah, coming up on 30 laps to go.
And he's in the wall.
Coming up on 30 laps to go, and that's only going to be maybe 15 more minutes to decide this race, ladies and gentlemen. That Adam Jocelyn up into the wall. He gets a little bit of what we call that leader's fog. You know, hey, he starts driving out of the rear view mirror more than he does out of the windshield. That's what happens. The lady in black steps out in front of you, and hello, wall.
Yeah, but you might have missed it a little bit before that. Dalton got more of the wall than he did. And, you know, again, that's that mental thing coming in. He's thinking about those tires. He's gotten past. The guy's pulling away. He's going to have to settle down.
Closest race on the track is Adam Jocelyn, Dalton Kilrow, and third place running car, Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur 1 second behind Dalton Kilrow, is a second and a half behind Adam Jocelyn.
Yep, and that's what, like I said, Dalton hit that wall. It wasn't terrible, but he hit it pretty good. So I'm just thinking Mark's probably going to be able to get around him here pretty quick.
Mark Arthur slapping the wall a little bit again, but we've seen him use this fast repair. Dalton Kilrow, I think, has a fast repair in his back pocket still, as he gets another bit of a Darlington racing stripe. But Dalton Kilrow banked on the fact that he could do 50 laps with a tank of fuel. So Dalton running a strong second right now. If he's got the fuel, he's going to podium finish this thing. If he doesn't, man, that was a bad choice short pitting like he did.
Yeah, like I said a minute ago, I don't think he's got it because I was saying at 144 he was already 10 laps in or something, and I don't know if he's got it, and he scrapes the wall again.
Yeah, guys are pushing real hard. Adam Jocelyn holding a pretty wheel, just hitting his marks. You know, Dalton Kilroe hitting that outside wall. I think Dalton's trying to overdrive it just a bit, trying to catch up. But, as we see the sparks fly off the 41 again. That outside wall is just coming right there. The lady in black stepping right out. And, he brushed the wall and ducks down low on the track. Yeah, 41 is starting to have a little bit of handling issues.
Yep, and it's it's getting tight, and people are thinking about gas and tires. There's a lot of mental crap going on right now, and Dalton he's dropping, and he's probably thinking about it, but and he's thinking, I'm out on these. May have a.
I had a GoPro cam stuck on the right side of every car to show you, thinking, hey, I'll show you what it looks like, right side of a car after a race, but. No, those GoPro cams have been all smashed off by the outside wall. Everybody's throwing sparks and gotten scraped.
So we're back down to 5 cars on the lead lap. If we get a caution, your next lucky dog is going to be Tex Perry.
Tex Boss Perry doing the best that he can. First car, 1 lap down, the boss rolling it. But, hey, 6 positions, not nothing to sneeze at, especially here at Darlington.
Yeah, and we're seeing how it's going. It looks like Dalton's really struggling out on those. He's out on 30 laps now on those tires.
Yeah, Dalton's starting to regret the decision of short pitting like he did. But we've got 24 laps left to go in this race. He's got to go 54 laps to on a tank of fuel to stay where he's at. I think Dalton's banking on another caution, but no one's wanting to bring one out.
Yeah, I just don't see him making it on fuel. That's just not going to happen. And I don't see Mark, Russ, or Ryan making it on fuel either.
I don't know. Mark Arthur holding down 3rd spot. He's also our closest battle on the track, right? Catching up to the back of Dalton Kilroe. 0.6 seconds between them. And that gap, as Mark Arthur gets into the wall and the gap widens out a bit more, I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, you're down to the point where these guys are just driving it so hard because they're thinking about fuel, they're thinking about tires, and they're just thinking about getting it in front of that guy in front of them and hoping he makes a mistake. And while you're thinking about all that, next thing you know, you're up in the wall.
Yeah, well, we're getting down to 20 laps to go, and that's the time, if you've got it, that's the time to push the scramble button and give it everything you got. As we see a car go round and round and round, who is that? That was Grumpy. Let's take a look on instant replay. James Grumpy Bunce coming out of turn 3-4 by the looks of it. Just gets his tires down below the paper and gets loose up into the outside wall. Caution flag flies. And I think that was Dalton Kilroe's best friend right there in the number 22.
And I don't know who's more unhappy. Adam Jocelyn might be happy or unhappy, but they're all coming this time.
Oh, you guarantee it's going to be 4 tire stop. Dalton Kilroe was taking a hell of a damage. Now his strategy is like, okay, I'm going into pits in second.
Right. They're all taking fuel, and they're all taking 4 tires. I don't think anybody would be dumb enough to go with 2-tire strategy, but they got to be thinking, how much fuel do I need?
Yeah.
So right now they're adjusting their fuel.
They're not going to take a full tank of fuel. They're going to take what? Maybe a half a tank to get to the end.
Yep.
20 laps, that's all they need.
And it remains to be seen. Like I say, occasionally you'll get that person who will go try to get 2 tires, half tank gas, and that never works out well.
Yeah, well, Tex Perry gets the lucky dog. He'll be up on the lead lap starting in the 6th position. Here we come. Pit stops, wholesale pit stops. Adam Jocelyn leading them down. It's all going to come down to who wins that drag race off of pit road. It's going to be hit your marks and get the hell out of here.
Yep. But there's still 20 to go, so that's going to be a factor, but not the main factor. But you definitely want to get out of here as quick as you can. I just hope somebody isn't doing something silly and taking 2 tires.
Taking 2 tires and starting in front of this field is pretty much paramount to, I think I'm going to hang myself on a noose. 4-tire stop for Adam Jocelyn. 4-tire stop for Dalton Kilrow. 4-tire stop for Mark Arthur. Adam Jocelyn off first, Dalton Kilrow off second. Mark Arthur, extended pit stop, ladies and gentlemen.
Those guys are down there taking those optionals probably for bumping the wall there, and of course
either Mark Arthur's taking an optional or he caught a penalty on pit entry. One of the two. I'd say he's taking optional.
I bet they're taking optionals, and of course Adam. I don't think he had any optionals, so I'll tell you what, he's looking good right now. Adam is.
Well, looking at the 41 of Dalton Kilrow, that right side looks to have miraculously healed itself. That was obviously the fast repair being used. Dalton Kilrow with a fresh car. Adam Jocelyn with a fresh car.
And the one thing to remember is we're up to, I think, six drivers on the lead lap. So if you can think that you can take those optionals and you got time. You can get around here and not lose your position. So we're going to see how that works out. You may see Mark Arthur starting back here in about 5th position.
Yeah, normally I'd throw it to commercial during the caution, but you know what, folks? We're going to have a 15-lap shootout for the end of this thing. I'm not going anywhere. Strategy coming in. Fast repairs being held and used at the right time. Dalton Kilrow looked like he was going to be the GOAT for that early pit stop decision, short pitting the rest of the field, but sitting in 2nd place right now, yeah. Ty Marasco, 10 laps on his tires. He's 2 laps down. He's going to get a wave around to be the first car a lap down, and that's going to put him in contention. If we catch another caution flag, we're going to have 7 cars slugging it out for the win.
Yep, and I got to tell you, again, with Adam up there still hanging on, and I can see these things, so I'll just say it and it doesn't really matter, but Adam, most of these guys are A-class drivers. Adam has a very high rating, so he's no joke out there.
Now, taking a look at, let's talk about A-class and B-class and C-class drivers and I rating. There's a guy by the name of Mark Arthur, got an I rating of 5906. Don't count him out. Adam Jocelyn, 4613. Makes my, 1,500 something look kind of insignificant. These guys know how to wheel a car.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Like I said, I went out there and wheeled around about 50 laps with these guys, but there's no way I can compete with these guys. I'm just not that good, and I don't want to mess the points up and all. But to watch these guys and get around them, that's a learning experience for me, just even watching.
Yeah, well, you know what? They're glad to have you. They're glad to have me when I get a chance to race with them. They don't care about that. As long as, we give it our best shot, that's a learning experience for them on how to get around. Lights are off of the Ford Mustang pace car as they start to line up. Mustang takes a hard left. Adam Jocelyn wastes no time. The minute that pace car took that turn, Adam Jocelyn hit the loud pedal and took off.
That was a jump, and that was very nice. And I think everybody was, that was awesome. And Mark Arthur making a move.
Yeah, he caught everyone sleeping. Mark Arthur up to 3rd. Dalton Kilrow in the 2nd position. Adam Jocelyn on the point. And Russ Charneski in 4th. We got the conga line going down the back straight, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have not settled this thing yet whatsoever.
Yep, and right now we're going to be watching for these guys to see how hard they push. And, somebody's going to be in the wall before it's over with. And good on Tex for getting back on the lead lap.
Yeah,
Caution's out.
Caution comes out. Let's see who brought that one out. It looks like it's Ty Marasco and Doug Thompson. See if I can focus in on that. Take a look at the replay.
And that's not really going to reset anything. That's just going to reset these guys for the start. Nobody's coming in. Nobody's taking tires.
Yeah, let's see if I can find that replay with Ty Marasco. Don't know what happened. Can't quite pull it up, but taking a look back at the field. Adam Jocelyn on the point when the caution flew. All the cars were just in pit road but 5 laps ago. I don't look for anyone to come down pit road again. Well, maybe with the exception of, Ty Marasco's 4 laps down.
Yeah, I'm going to look back. It's not on the stream, but I'm looking back at Ty now in the replay here, and I'll tell you what happened here.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it. Oh, look at this.
He just spun himself and went into the
Look
outside
at
wall.
this. Adam Jocelyn keeps it out. Dalton Kilrow keeps it out. Mark Arthur, Russ Charneski, Ryan Bauer, and Tex Perry all heading for the pits.
Wow. I'm amazed to see people pitting right now.
Well, they're the last cars on the lead lap, positions 3 through 5. What have they got to lose? They're going to come out in position 3 through 5. The first car laps down is Ty Marasco at 5 laps down, or 4 laps, I'm sorry.
I sure hope they remember to turn their fuel off.
So we got 5 cars on the lead lap. That means you're going to be starting in the first 5 positions when we take the green flag. Adam Jocelyn, Dalton Kilrow, laps on their tires. The other guys coming in, you think they might be sitting ducks? We saw 8-lap difference with Dalton Kilrow. Got run down with 8 laps, older tires than the rest of the field earlier in the race.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, and that goes into showing how much you and I know about strategy, but like you said, when you look back on it now, that might be very smart strategy on Mark's part and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, Mark Arthur just diving it to pit road at the last second, and everyone behind him saying, if he goes, I go. Monkey see, monkey do. But, like they say, not my circus, not my monkeys. I can't tell you what they're thinking.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, that was probably pretty smart on their part. Now we look about the top 2 are out on 7 tires, and the 4 behind them are out on 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're coming to what? 13 laps to go here, Hoot. This is going to be a shootout.
I don't think I would have had the huevos to do that, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, the huevos, these guys have already shown that they've taken them out of their pants, threw them up on the dash for everyone to see, because that's what it's taken to do this tonight. Adam Jocelyn, what a run for the number 83 entry of Adam Jocelyn. Just started 5th, running first right now. He's led 36 laps, looking to lead the most important one, like we were talking about earlier, the last one. But he's got to hold out Dalton Kilrow and that number 12 of Mark Arthur.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, there's about a 6 or 7 lap difference on their tires right now.
Yeah, look who snuck his way up into the 4th position. The boss, Tex Perry.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Lights are still on the Ford Mustang pace car, leading the field around. I know the chatter on the radio's got to be quiet. These guys have already got to be thinking, where do I got to be and what do I got to do to take this thing? Adam Jocelyn, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to fire him off in anger next time we cross the start-finish line. We saw Adam Jocelyn jump that start, the last one. Do you think he's going to do it again or play a little bit of a game with Dalton?
I think he's going to go, and we'll see just how quick Dalton can get with him.
You know what? Looking at those top 5, actually the top 6 are all in the lead lap. Those top 6 cars side by side, it could be anyone's race here.
And Mark is just sitting there waiting in the hunt. And, of course, Tex is on the outside. Not a good spot for him, but...
Darlington Raceway, Widowmaker 250, man. We're coming down to a shootout. We crossed that start-finish line. We got 10 to go, Hoot. There goes the pace car. Adam Jocelyn wastes no time. He mashes the gas pedal and checks out quick. Mark Arthur to the inside of Dalton Kilrow. We got a race for 2nd and 3rd happening right here.
Oh, yeah, Mark didn't waste no time.
Take a blanket and throw it over the top 3 right here. Adam Jocelyn, Dalton Kilrow, Mark Arthur taking it down the back straight, hustling it out, hauling the mail. You can see the different lines are running around the turns, but you know what? Older tires on the top 2. Mark Arthur, the first one on fresh tires, starting to show.
Yep. And it's we're going to see how much he pushes. Because he's got to be thinking these guys are out 7 lap older tires. They might be tapping the wall out there when they're fighting up there.
Russ Charneski getting around Tex Perry. He's starting to catch up to the back of Mark Arthur.
Right now, just to me, Mark is in a prime position because he's just sitting up there and watching and waiting because he knows it's going to go down up there.
Dalton Kilrow just stalking the rear bumper of Adam Jocelyn right now. Bringing it around turn 3/4 quarter, turn 1-2
Mark
corner.
got a little wall. Dalton got a little wall there.
These guys have been getting a little wall. You know, they've been seeing the wall more than a toilet seat sees ass. I'll tell you that. We got a race going on. Dalton Kilrow looking to make the move on Adam Jocelyn. Adam Jocelyn doing everything he can to make that car feel right. Look at the inside move from Mark Arthur.
Oh.
Dalton Kilrow up into the wall, scrubs a lot of speed off. Caution does not come out. Mark Arthur to the second position.
That was an awesome move by Mark and a good move by Dalton. Oh, Mark's losing it.
Yep, Mark goes around, brings it off loose, saves it, locks him down, stays off the racing surface. Green flag stills out. Oh my God, what a heartbreaker for Dalton Kilrow.
Oh, caution's out.
Caution comes out.
Oh, listen on the chat. Adam is not happy about that.
Oh, Adam Jocelyn was leading that whole thing. Now what do you do if you're Adam Jocelyn? You got what? You're going to take the green with 3 or 4 laps to go. You can't come in and take tires because, you know, if he did, that would put everyone else on, you know, older tires and him on new. There's 6 cars on the lead lap. Dalton Kilrow being the last one. That was a heartbreak for Darlington.
Yeah, like I say, Adam, I didn't hear much of the chat, but he is not happy about that caution, brother.
I can imagine. That was Adam's race to lose. He was making that car look real wide for Mark Arthur. What happened with Mark Arthur? He lost a couple of positions.
He just looked like he just self-spun himself. He just went a little sideways there. He recovered and got right back up on it. I just happened to be watching him, and yeah, but he did not cause that caution. Maybe something happened behind that, and oh my gosh, a bunch of them are going.
It looks like everybody except for the race leader, Adam Jocelyn, just hit the pits. Adam Jocelyn's got to be going, oh crap.
Oh, he immediately when that caution flew, he just I don't know. I'm not going to say what he said, but he wasn't happy.
Yeah, I can imagine. He pretty much said, oh, insert whatever expletive you want right there. And it could begin with S, could begin with F, could begin with, you know, like I said, insert word. Adam Jocelyn cannot be feeling confident at this point with 15 laps on the tires and everyone behind him on the lead lap on fresh Dr. Feelgoods. This is going to be interesting. Actually, Russ Charneski, okay, get this, Hoot. Looking at my timing and scoring, Russ Charneski took 2. Mark Arthur took 2. First one on 4 tires, Ryan Bauer. Next one on 4 tires, the boss, Tex Perry. Dalton Kilrow getting some optional fixed, staying on the back of that lead lap.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Now, if I count my numbers right, we're going to go green with about 2 to go.
Yeah, Adam Jocelyn, no tires. Russ Charneski, Mark Arthur, 2. Ryan Bauer and Tex Perry, 4. Dalton Kilrow, 4. This is going to be interesting.
Most unhappy man on the track right now has got to be Adam.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't think I'll pull him in for an in-race interview right about now because this is a family-centered broadcast, and I don't think we get family-centered language right about now. What do you think?
Well, I just can't see him holding it off for. No, it's not going to be good. Like we were talking about earlier, it looks like Russ right now is in the catbird seat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Russ only took 2 tires, and so did Mark Arthur.
Yeah, if they can make those 2 tires work, and of course you got Ryan back there.
Yeah, Ryan Bauer is going to be starting outside second row, and he's got 4 fresh Dr. Feelgoods on all 4 corners of that car. Lights are still on the pace car. We're going to complete this pace lap. That'll be 182. Lights will go off. We go around one more time. We're going to get the green on 183.
Man, I got to tell you, and
the white's going to come out 184.
Sometimes it's just rough when you're running in the back and you cause problems back there when you're just trying to get along and do your thing, and then next thing you know, you cause a problem and it messes the whole front of the field up.
Well, let's call it this way, Hoot. This is what we call a green-white checker. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to take the green with 2 laps to go. That's a green flag lap, a white flag lap, and the checkers are going to fly. Your top 6 right there in the camera shot. The first 2 no tires, or the first 1 no tires. The 20 and the 12 2 tires. The 21, the 85, and the 41 4 tires. Oh, this is going to be so interesting.
Somebody's going to be unhappy here in a couple of laps.
All righty, Hoot. We're coming down the back straight. Pace car is going to take the left turn. I'm going to give you the honor. Call it off.
All right. We got Adam up there and Russ on the outside. We're going to see who gets a jump here. Adam's got some pretty good jumps tonight, but he's on those worn tires. He's off.
Adam wasted no time hitting that green flag. Look at Mark Arthur to the inside of Russ Tarneski. We got a drag race for second and third happening.
Yep, Mark's going to be pushing. Here comes Mark.
Mark Arthur, your first car, he's on 2 tires.
He's going to, if he don't hit the wall, he's going to pass him. One or two things going to happen.
Yeah, well, shoot, we're on lap 183. Adam Jocelyn taking it high, almost touching that wall. Mark Arthur right up to the back bumper. White flag out here at Darlington. Last time around, Adam Jocelyn making that car look as white as he can for Mark Arthur. Mark Arthur just trying to do everything he can, looking for some kind of advantage to get around him. Hoot! Oh, we see his, looked like Dalton Kilroe shot to the inside of the track real far back there. But the race off the last corner, Mark Arthur looking for the inside move. Not quite getting there. Adam Jocelyn for the victory.
Good for him. I mean, that's, man, I'm sure he was sweating that thing the whole way around. Good on Mark for trying to get up there.
Oh, and your top 10 finishing off the race look like this. Adam Jocelyn. There's your race winner. Mark Arthur bringing her home second. Russ Tarneski, my GSBN driver of the night to watch, brings her home in the 3rd place. Ryan Bauer, 4th. Tex the Boss Perry rounding out your top 5. Dalton Kilroe, James Grumpy Bunts, respectable 7th place finish. Ty Marasco with a heartbreaker coming home 8th. Doug Thompson and Patrick Cowgill rounding out your top 10.
Man, what can you say about that? I mean, good for Adam. I felt real bad for him when that last caution came out, but at least he was able to pull it out. It would have been kind of a heartbreaker for him.
Oh, yeah. And what a race. What a finish, man. That caution coming out at the end, just throwing some strategy out there. You know what? I'm sorry, but we got some drivers I need to talk to. The first one I want to talk to is your 2nd place finisher, Mark Arthur. I got to ask him if he had anything for him at the end. Mark Arthur, Hoot Baker, and Byron Rodney up here in the booth. My friend, congratulations, 2nd place.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Dude, are you now regretting the 2-tire decision on that last caution?
Nah, I would have had him. I mean, Russell's his teammate. I knew that. So Russell kind of pinched me down a little bit there, I guess trying to help Adam out. And once I got past Russell, I was faster than him. He was pushing it hard, sliding up. He kind of got a little loose a couple times. Another lap, I probably could have had him, but I don't know if I took 4 tires, I probably would have went too far back.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run there. We saw the lady in black step out in front of you a few times. That being, You got a Darlington racing stripe a few dozen times on the side of your car there, my friend.
Yes, I did. I did, and Dalton got me one time after I used my quick repair. I mean, it was my fault. I used my quick repair anyway, but then Dalton got me that one time, and I popped the wall pretty good, and I was pretty slow after that. I had like, I don't know, 40 or 50 seconds of damage, and that's what I finally did there at the end. That last pit stop, I said, well, I got to go. Not the last one, but the one before that. I had to go on and get all that fixed, or I just wasn't fast. It was just slow on the straightaway. I was just getting killed.
I'm glad. We had some beautiful paint jobs out there tonight. I noticed you ran a Star Wars paint scheme tonight, and I'm glad you did, because I don't know if I'd have had the heart to call the Hello Kitty in the wall that many times.
Yeah, this is Jeff Gordon's, one of his, I think, Charlotte schemes he had or something.
We won't talk about my feelings about Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool paint scheme, but
that was a very cool paint scheme, my friend. I loved it.
Every time I change paint schemes, I suck. So I gotta quit changing paint schemes.
No, you need to go back to you need to go back to Hello Kitty, My Little Pony, because you know what? It don't matter what damn paint scheme you run in the car. I'm seeing you run up here in the top. Congratulations on the second place win. You want to throw a shout out to anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammate, Brian McRae. I feel sorry for him. He got tangled up in a couple incidents. He was really looking forward to running this race, put in a ton of practice. So I'd like to thank him. And, again, Dr. Squatch, I can't thank them enough for being a sponsor. They're sponsors of mine and Brian's. If anybody wants a discount for their first order, it's SESRA, SESRA 15. It's 15% off your first order. Best soap in the world. I recommend anybody to try it. I've even got a lady friend of mine that wanted to borrow some. She loves it. I mean, it's like no chemicals in it. Leaves your skin soft as it can be. I mean, I look forward to taking showers.
No,
so
I like my lady soft too, but I don't want to see you in the shower. That's for damn sure.
But I mean, this soap, man, I'm telling you, if you're a man, get some of this soap and try it. You would not be disappointed. Everybody I've talked into buying some has thought, oh my gosh, this is the best soap I've ever used. And I'm not lying. I mean, I'm not saying it because they sponsor me. I would be disappointed if I wasn't getting that soap anymore. I mean, so.
Well, there you go, folks. That's your number 2 finisher right there, Mark Arthur, the number 12 Star Wars entry tonight. Thank you for talking with us, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Byron. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm moving a little quick. You know what, Hoot? Why don't you talk to our third place finisher, Mr. Russ Charneski, our ESPN driver of the night to watch. I called that before the start of the race. You started deep in the field. You came up for a podium finish. Russ, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I just dropped back to the back on purpose there. I was just going to wait for like the last, 50 laps. Just stay out of trouble. Let those guys wreck each other, and that's kind of what happened.
Would you have thought only 7 cautions and 2 of them were stages here at Darlington?
Yep.
You guys put on a show, man. Talk to me about that last caution. Looked like you were the first car to take, 4 tires? No, you took 2 on that last.
Yeah, I just took 2. I was debating if I should come in or not, and Adam stayed out, so I went in. I figured the guys behind me would come in and at least get 2, so I just threw on 2. It was good enough.
Well, congratulations on the podium finish, my friend. You were the driver of the night to watch. I'm sorry I can't give you the ESPN driver of the night, because I got to throw that one to your buddy Adam for just having the balls to hold it on the track like he did and throwing him up in the dash for everyone to see. But anyone you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Well, yeah, of course, Wheelan and Dylan, to you for broadcasting, Tex for hosting the league here, and I gave Adam that set there right on the grid. He didn't even take a turn a lap in it, I don't think, and it worked out well for him.
Well, congratulations on the podium tonight. What's your feelings going into next week?
One race at a time.
All righty, my friend. Well, you heard it, 1 race at a time, and that's how you win championships, man, taking it 1 race at a time. Congratulations on the finish, Russ.
Thanks.
All righty, now, Hoot, you know what? I cut you off there. You still there with me?
Oh, yeah, I'm all good.
Okay, well, guess what, Hoot? We got our race winner in the booth with us right now. A guy by the name of Adam Jocelyn, a guy by the name that piloted that number 83, a guy by the name that I'm calling him the ESPN driver of the night. Only, he led 49 laps, but the last one was the winning 1-2 lead. Adam, tell me about the balls of that decision to stay out on that last caution.
I get the lead, and I don't like to give it up. I like to think I'm like Ryan Newman when I have the lead, and I had 4 laps on those tires. I was like, heck with it. We're going to go with it here.
Hey, I got to tell you, Adam, it's Hoot Baker up in the booth there, and I ran around there for about 50 laps. But I was still in chat there, and I heard when that last caution come out. I didn't hear everything you were saying, but I know you were very unhappy about it.
Yeah, I felt like I was good there, and then the caution came out like really, really late. So I just wanted it to stay green.
That was like they said. That was a ballsy move, staying out there like that, dude.
Yeah, and we were noticing iRacing race control was being awful stingy at throwing the caution flag. And then when they do throw the caution flag, Hoot's up here in the booth, so I got to chat on it. Adam ain't a happy camper.
No, it seems like whenever I'm leading a race in the league race, the cautions come out, and then when I'm back to second, the cautions stop coming out.
Yeah, well, guess what? You got that monkey off your back, my friend. Call yourself a race winner. Throw that plaque up on the wall. Drink that. Two-time. Oh, 2-time. Well, what do you got for next week? Tell me about it.
What are we at Indy? Well, I love running Indy, so we're going to be quick there probably. Actually, I hadn't raced this track on a sim in about 10 years, and just bought the track today. And I was just going to plan to start and park it, but my teammate Russ helped me out. We did it. Thanks to Russ.
Yeah, you and Russ both on the podium. You with the higher step on that podium. Anyone want to give a shout out to for tonight?
Russ wheeling and dealing, and I was just completely lost when I got up and did my first laps in this track. I was wrecking every single lap, but thanks to Russ and the league. And
Adam, I got to ask you this, Hoot, again. That last restart, how nervous were you?
I'll walk you through it if you got time here.
Go for it.
Oh. I knew I had my teammate Russ behind me, and he said, I'll try and hold the 12 back a little. And the 12 got around him, and he said, the 12's coming. And I said, no, he's not. And then I go into 3, and I completely overdrove the corner and about stuffed it in the fence. And coming down the front stretch, he had a run on me, so I just drove it in the center of the track so he can get to my inside or outside, and fended him off the rest of the lap.
Now, just one more question, because this happens to me on occasion. My leg actually starts shaking on that throttle. Was your leg shaking a little bit?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Good man.
Holding it steady, man. Holding it wide and proud, taking his balls, throwing them in the dash for everyone to see out on the track. Adam Jocelyn, your race winner. Congratulations, my friend. See you next week at Indy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Hoot, that concludes, the Widowmaker 250 here at Darlington Raceway, man. Your final thoughts on the race?
A lot of action, dude. That was a very nice pit strategy. It was everything that you want in iRacing was going on right there. 7 cautions really doesn't show what was going on there because a lot of them came late. But that was a lot of impressive driving out of some good drivers.
Yep, very impressive driving, everybody. And I'm going to say, you know what, for Hoot Baker up here in the booth, Byron Rodney, ESPN, NASCOMOnline Saturday night. iRacing's a platform, ESPN's a network, and hell, I'm up in the booth because they can't afford to give anyone money with talent. You know what, we've had a lot of fun tonight. Hoot! We got to do this again, my friend.
Yeah, copy that. If I'm around some Saturday nights, I might try to, again, come in here and drive a little bit and get out of the way and come up in the booth.
All right, everyone. Well, this has been Byron Rodney, Hoot Baker, bringing you the Widowmaker 250 at Darlington Raceway with ESPN. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Really awesome. Enjoyed that. Thanks for letting me participate.